Derby 23295. I will. I'll do it during this break. So, we're looking for a spot in the D-Light case. Who are we giving away today? We'll give away someone on the, in the middle-ish. We'll give away the Royals. 5 times, here we go. Someone's winning the Royals. I'll tell this story in just a moment. That's not it. That's not it. That is it. 5 times, whoever's on top wins the Royals in the case break of delight. Yeah, it's a funny story. It actually has a bit of backstory as well. I've told it a few times, but it's very good. 3, 4, and 5. Pirates. Pirates are you winner. 5 times are on top. Let's find out who's got them. Pirates are with Robert Fisher. Congratulations, Robert. All right. So, where I used to live, obviously, there are a lot of footy players in the area. And I had a job at Crown for a very long time that I hated. Lou Gehrig, Juan Soto, Jack Leader, and a Tim Raines to 99 for the Montreal Expos, or of course the Washington Nationals, nice little hit there, and to 109, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And so I hated this job at Crown, and one day I just had the worst day, customers disrespecting me, migraine, sinus headache, you name it, I was in a world of hurt. And so I'm walking up from the tram stop, out the front of my house, and I see, it's been raining a little bit, I see Max Gawn standing in the middle of the pathway with a bunch of people. They might have been other footy players, I don't know. But he's just there talking, doing nothing, being just normal. And I was in such a bad mood that I'm like, I don't want to interact with anybody. I'm just going to walk around and not be a pain to anyone because I'm in a shit mood. I'll walk in the mud. And so I walk around in the mud. I squelch through the mud. Francisco Alvarez, future stars. And as I get around through the mud, he's like, oh, mate, you should have just said, excuse me next time, Garrett Cole. We would have moved. And like, I know, Yamamoto, Lucan Baker, and Seth Lugo, that he was just being genuine. He was genuinely like, oh man, you shouldn't have walked in the mud. We could have moved. Jacob Lopez, Elias Diaz. But in my head, I was like, don't you make fun of me, you big bald prick. Shota, Irving Lopez, Cody Bellinger. And I was furious. And so I got home, I'm like, man, F Max going. Why is he punking me out? I'm just a guy. He was being nice, Vladimir Guerrero. And so from that day forward, the little subconscious gremlin in my brain, Freddie Freeman, has had a problem with Max Gawn for no reason. And I know that it's dumb, CS, Clayton Kershaw. And I know that he was being genuine, like, oh man, I'm sorry, you could have just said, excuse me, don't worry about it. Everson Pereira. Oselvis Basabe to 299, purple auto for the Rays, and Jack Flaherty. And so in my head, I'm like, nah, this guy is my enemy now. And I was at the game. Juan Soto for the Yankees. Hello. I was at the game. And I let him have it whenever he was near the ball, Gabriel Moreno. I just finished a stream here after a long day. Jackson Merrill, Candelario. Paid like $40 for an Uber. I was already fired up as it was. Corbin Carroll to get there. Got there like halfway through the first quarter. And so my emotions were just running on high. Colton Cowser, Spencer Sear. Met up with Brooke and Peter Lee there. Jared Jones. Summertime in the Park, Juan Soto. And the way they had us sat out at the MCG was like Jared Triolo, Lou Bob Jr. That's a nice card. Was Bay of Melbourne, Bay of Sydney, Bay of Melbourne. And we were close enough to Melbourne so they could hear us. And they were just letting us have it because we were down to 75 for the Tampa Bay Rays. Jacob Lopez, Corey Seager, letting us have it. Melbourne, Melbourne. I'm firing up. I'm getting angrier and angrier. Yuki Matsui. I'm yelling. Negative Matt Olson. John Lawler. And now, up until this point, I'm pretty sure Peter Lee just thought I was a normal, mild-mannered guy. I'm pretty sure he just thought I was just normal. And I'm like yelling, and this lovely old lady behind me was like trying her best to calm me down. Dane Myers, MJ Melendez. Like, she was worried I'd go into cardiac arrest. Future Stars, Kadai Senga. She's rubbing my shoulders, being like, oh, it's all right. And I'm there like, Max God, you bold fraud. Samad Taylor, Jeremy Penner. Bryce Jarvis. Hyper Jazz Chisholm. And like, he was close. He had a kick in front of us. Like a free kick in front of Smokey Betts or a mark or whatever. And he would have heard me. He would have heard everything I had to say. Mason Wynn and Justin Steele. Nothing offensive. I just called him a bald fraud.